Hello everyone, my name is Les, I'm from VR here in Liverpool, and today we'll be looking at Focus Free virtual reality headset paired to a PC through the Vive business streaming app, seeing how it works and if we can operate it in a virtual reality arcade. We have those controllers. As mentioned in the previous video, they have a problem of being battery powered, not replaceable batteries, which means you probably need another couple of those if you run an arcade for each headset that you use. We discussed the battery, that you probably need a spare battery for the headset as well, because it does lose charge. I think it will last probably like 8 hours max. And then that we have a cable here that if that cable is actually recharging the headset, that's the big question. We can get it answered now because there is a little app that goes with a headset. So let's take a look if it's charging. Well, it shows the battery connected 97%, and it was 98. So if it does, then it does not charge as quick as it replenishes the battery. So let's go back to the VR and see how everything operates, if we have the controllers that work with it and if everything runs smooth with the cable. So that's the headset. This is what it looks like inside Steam. You have to download SteamVR beta for it to work. And that's, the icon is different than the Vive Pro or the other headsets. So we will take a look at how it operates shortly. So let's leave that here. We will start with the controls. Let's get the headset on and see what happens when the sensor inside picks it up. There's another app called Steam Business Streaming. It does not recognize the headset for a moment, so not too sure what's going on there. It tells me that the boundaries are lost. We need to check the floor area. And let's set the floor boundaries within a room and a little bit of here. We choose the arrow to choose the direction. That's pretty handy. Okay, so now we are in the environment. Well, the good thing that we can do here, if we choose the Vive Business Streaming, then hopefully it launches us. Choose the USB mode. Oh yes, it's option take no action, which is a bit worrying. And it says the connection is lost. We can just double click on this button to get the see-through, so let's see what happens on the screen. That seems to be alright. I mean, the USB here doesn't pick up. We have Peter Kaduk and Mr. David Attenborough chatting about the dinosaurs. Okay, so now we have a launcher. And let's see if that Springboard launcher appears inside the Vive Focus. In the Focus, no it doesn't. So we have a connection lost, unable to connect, take no action, okay. Let's go back into the launcher. See if there's anything we can do. No. What it tells us is unable to connect, check your network and host, and then try again. Also make sure Vive streaming software, and then there is a link for it, https dl.vive.com/vbspc is installed on the computer, code 912. That is the case, it is installed on the computer. Suddenly it does not see it. There is a little Vive logo going in circles, basically telling us it's probably trying to get a connection with the streaming software. Now the bizarre thing is actually shown here, but it's not actually inside the headset. So we're going to do it on a quick kill the launcher. try again. Now, the other option is maybe there is a problem with, you know, like with the USB slot. So this cable was tested with Quest 2 and it worked with it. So, you know, it should theoretically work with the Focus. We stick it in on the side in here. And then it prompts the menu, choose USB mode. And we have option of Vive Business Stream, but this is blanked out, does not let you click it or take no action. Which is disappointing. So. Let's try something else. Let's try another port just to give you the chance. We can also try another USB cable that is shorter, USB Type-C cable. Just gives us option of Vive Business Streaming that's blanked out or take no action again. What do we get now? Nothing. And frustrating. What's frustrating, we cannot even get back to the menu, you know, like it's just trying to reconnect, but you know, that doesn't work. So we are unable to go back to the main Vive menu. And we are unable to, well, we can go to back to lobby now, okay. We can cast, right, you know, there is just a TV here that it actually picked up on. I don't know which one it is. It's actually pretty cool. You have the pass-through option, screencast it has been suspended to protect your personal information. Like, come on. The whole idea is that we want to cast to actually show people what we're doing. Okay, there is options to choose your Wi-Fi. Casting suspended. Okay, so it appears it's only casting when you're not showing the pass-through, which is also an interesting option. So you can see your, here you can see your Wi-Fi connections, but I can see the casting icon being shown, but it only works if the pass-through is not on. So right now I'm in this sort of Vive area, which is like a house in the desert, quite nice. But when I go through the pass-through and show like the arcade, I can see the camera when she's filming now. That doesn't. Then the casting is switched off. So my question is now, which TV it is casting to? It's casting to some LG TV, which I have free in the arcade, and if I'm not wrong, all of them are off. So let me just quickly look around. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm gonna grab you guys. Come with me on a trip around the place. And you can see up here is actually the casted picture. It found the TV and it automatically casted. So that's the house on the desert. That's actually in the game. Well, that's the old sort of launcher. So that's where we are. And we will try to get this thing to work again. One more trial, another USB port just to double check. It's all of them were USB type 3 blue ports. You know, we're plugging this in here and we hope for the best. Yeah, and again we have a choose USB mode, Vive business streaming, take no action. We can switch off springboard just to make sure that springboard's not interfering for any reason. The springboard doesn't really like to be switched off. It always picks itself up quick. So the way this looks is like that. And don't be fooled when you see the picture here thinking that this is what you can see on the screen. It's not. This bit probably needs to be lit up, but unfortunately I cannot get it to lit up. And when you look inside the headset, which we will try with a little bit of fooling the sensor, and you should be able to see, or maybe not, maybe you would not be able to see. Yeah, it just tells you that there is no connection, which is really unfortunate. So this is where we are with this. It's our third approach. We contacted the HTC support. The chat service that they offer for the business, it's there. The guys are there. They're like straight away on the case. But you know, it's one of those things. It's difficult to chat to them while you are actually dealing with inside the headset. So you can see, like now I'm stuck. I'm gonna have to try to contact them again. Well, yeah, so far, this is how far we got. We got the cables, we tried different cables, different USB ports. Streaming up just does not recognize the USB. So we are nowhere yet. And there is no apps on this device, so if you're not going to connect to SteamVR, there is nothing you can do with it. It just looks cool. So yeah, thank you for your time. I didn't really teach you anything, did I? So at least you know what the Focus does at this very moment. Hopefully they will update the drivers and things will get, you know, like things will work. Another funny thing, there is a fan here, and I can feel the air coming out where of the headset it's cooling the XR2 chip. So yeah, quite a cool feature. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what it looks like. It's very well made. Other than two things, this is flimsy, this is plastic, that will get broken. People would destroy it. They will destroy this piece of plastic, I'm sure of that, and they would be hard to get replacements for that. So this would probably not work out in arcade. But other than that, the speakers are brilliant. This is okay. This looks nice, and the balance is really good. And if you are wearing glasses, like even the frames like this, it's not a problem. You can just go in, easy peasy. And they have a leatherette straight from the start. So some very good features, but it doesn't work. Not yet.